Oregon had a really good showing against Washington. I know they didn't come up with a win, but you know that that's a really tough environment to play in. Showed a lot of signs of really good stuff. And that's what this video is going to look at, just Oregon's offense, Bo Nix, and some things that they did. We're also going to look at the aggressive play calls and calls in general from Dan Lanning. Trying to stay on the field, win games, finish in the red zone. Being aggressive is much better than alternative. You can think of Jimbo Fisher from a few weeks ago against Alabama. Not going for it because it's a 4th and 1 instead of 4th and inches and overthinking it. But anyway, we're going to look at some specific things. And if you're looking for anything in particular, just looking at chapters, because we're going to start off with 3rd down and 4th down calls. Then we'll go to the run game, then we'll go to the passing game. So we'll dive right in. It's really easy to look at 3rd and 4th down play calls that didn't work. We're also going to look at some of them that did work. And this first one was a really good call. Really good play here by Bo Nix. So as you're looking at Oregon's an empty set. They got 3 receivers over here. They got 2 here. And Washington has 1, 2, 3 over 2. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4 over 3. So really light box. You got 4 on 5 with the quarterback with the possibility to run right here. As you're looking at it, it looks like they're looking for a screen here. Possibly throw it out there, probably blocking the most dangerous. Bo Nix looks here and realizes this linebacker's out of the box. We're good in the box here to run it. These guys are trying to sort this out as far as pass pro. Not sure if this is a called draw, but it would be good if it was. And he'd be able to get up on this twist here, which is obviously what a team with a light box right here is going to have to do. Obviously, you want to twist to try to slow down the quarterback draw with that light box, which is what happens right here. Twists right into the draw. So right here, number 8, unable to get Bo Nix on the ground before he gets to the 1st down. Great cut. Bo Nix, obviously the athlete that he is, able to make this DN miss and get just enough for a 1st down, get down, protects his body, doesn't take a hit right here. Good play call right there. Good job understanding the numbers, taking advantage of it, getting vertical for a 1st down there for Oregon. This 4th down play call right here, Oregon's got their bunch set over here to the left, and they're sprinting out to the right here. And you got a single receiver running a comeback right at the pylon. And if you're looking at it, Bo Nix taking off here and should get this ball out right now. That's tons of space for the goal line. Bo Nix has had more urgency to get this thing out and understand these windows are going to be tight, which obviously he knows this, but on this one, for whatever reason, doesn't decide to get that ball out. That's about as much space as you could want on the goal line right there with the comeback at the front pylon. Doesn't pull the trigger right here. Tries to get him to go behind that guy to make him wide open. You just got to be ready to throw this ball right now. That ball's got to get out to the front pylon, but you got to go make a play for you. Right there, just the hesitancy from Bo Nix cost him. Should be a touchdown. I know he's kicking himself on that one. Down there on the 5-yard line, that is a ton of space that they should be able to take advantage of. Here's a look. Got a quad set over here. There's another receiver out here somewhere, and they're running basically a stop right here up top. So right there, we know we're 1-on-1. There's no safety help. Tries to make like he's going fade, and as soon as this guy's hips go down, boom, hips are down, the ball is out, putting it to that spot. Let you got to run it down. Great play there by the corner. Throwing his shoulder, throwing his arm, trying to disrupt that somewhat. He's able to get that ball out. This is not an awful football. Obviously, you'd like to have this thing close to his shoulders, let him continue to run to it so he can run away from that DB. But right there, just a little bit inaccurate low. Keeps this from being a completion. And right here, as you're looking at the backside, if you wouldn't have liked this, which that's pretty tight coverage, but Bo Nix being aggressive, getting it out, giving this guy a chance. If you wouldn't have liked it, looking backside, the next thing you got a shallow right here. He's going vertical, probably some sort of a dig. He's probably going out some sort of an in right there. He probably could have taken that right there for a 1st down, possibly a touchdown with that DB trailing over the top. But anyway, took the first option right there, gave his guy opportunity. They just weren't able to make the play right there. A little bit inaccurate. Good play there by the DB as well. Here's a look of everybody's favorite play. Short yards right here, motioning out right there. You're getting an arrow, getting a sit, and then you got a corner right there. Just looking for that rub, ball snap, sprint out that direction. O-line's giving ground. There's one. Number 1's open. Give it to him right there on that sprint. Now this is on a 3rd and 3. Easy throw and catch right there. Gets about 5 on it. That's what you're looking for right there when you're sprinting out. Taking that very first option, going to the flats. If he would have been flying over the top, now you got this sit. That would have been wide open right there that you could take. And of course, if that safety's down, now you have that corner working. But right there, number 1 option's open. Gives it to him. Good 1st down. Good execution right there on the sprint out to convert. This one, I really love the aggressive play call right here. As far as going for it right here on a 4th and 3 to just seal the game. If you can win the game with 1 play, let's do it. Why would you punt it away? Try to win it with 3 to 4 plays or just getting a stop. Let's win it with 1 play. And that's what they're trying to do right here. Don't love the play call. You're getting motion right here, and the line, instead of sprint out protection, they're actually turning back and letting this tight end seal the edge right here with his defensive end. So right there, there's the motion. You're looking at the line, those guys just turn back that direction, and they're trying to seal the edge right there on the outside, and the running back leading. Bo Nix trying to get out of the pocket right here. Going to his left is a righty. He ends up pulling up instead of running this alley here, giving himself a chance to run it as well. So almost like a half sprint. And what happens right here, whenever you motion out, this corner gets outside leverage. So he motions here. He's trying to run it out. This guy's trying to run it out as well. They get stacked up on top of each other and it gets jumbled up because it's not clean. They're really hoping for some inside leverage so they can run one of these outs and take them. But right there, everybody gets outside leverage, understanding what they've done so far in the game and maybe seen on film. But they really like to throw these outs and sprint out and stuff, which is very obvious throughout the entire game. And right here, he has to pull up. He's feeling this pressure from the backside, has to get it out. Nobody's there. They started with that outside leverage and they threw off the timing of these routes. No chance right here on this one. Huge play there for Washington's defense. I'd like the call to go for it. Definitely don't like this call sprinting out, closing the field in half, not giving yourself much of an option. You're either going to win on those outs or you're not. And if you don't win on those outs, no chance. So right there, love to have gotten to play with a little bit more of a progression or even a chance for a quarterback draw or something like that up the middle like they had earlier in the game. Oregon's run game was really good all day. They rushed for over 200 yards. Here's a good example of how creative they are. Obviously, they're still just running their inside zone. They have their tight end over here as a 4-receiver set, motion him out, trying to get eyes to it. Obviously, probably a chance to throw the ball out there like Oklahoma did last week to this receiver. And they're just running inside zone to the left. On this one, if you're looking at it, you're going to base there. We're going to double there up. You're going to double this B-gap player up. So right here, you get two great double teams. And there's your DN who's wide. He sees all this stuff going on. So he tries to get up in the face of the quarterback, maybe knock down a screen or something like that. But instead, once he gets off on the football, that leaves a huge alley. Instead of squeezing that thing, he ends up getting way upfield thinking that there's going to be some sort of a screen, and that leaves a huge alley for the running back to run. You want to press this to the front side and see how that C-gap changes. Ends up moving all the way to the hash. There's his cut. Safety's getting over the top thinking it's outside zone. So great cut, playing with a little bit of speed. DN's not able to recover right there with that outside zone because he got upfield so far. And right there, great job playing with some momentum, getting right down the hash, gets to the end zone. Huge play there. Here's a good look of an RPO out of a 3 tight end set. So they motion their guy in to create some space, and they just run a quick out right here. If you've got space and that corner's playing off, let's take it. But right here, as you see, this box is loaded, which obviously it should be with 3 tight ends in the game, 1 running back. Ball gets snapped, and you see that motion. Obviously, it's man-to-man. He's playing off 5+. He's getting downhill. You see Bo Nix gets his eyes up, sees him giving a little bit of ground for that out. Set our feet, let's rip it out there to him. Ball's complete right there with a third of the field with 1 defender in it. Makes him miss. Trying to fold over the top with the safety, but he's able to get a first down right here on a 2nd and 13. So right there, easy throw and catch, easy read. Light outside in the outside third, take that out route. Make this corner tackle one of the better players on the field. I thought this was a pretty good look right here. Starting in bunch, motion across, you got an arrow, and you just got basically a snag right here. Behind this outside linebacker, running inside split zone here for Oregon. So if you don't like it, you can hand this ball off. Not sure what the read would be, whether it'd be looking at this corner, making sure that he doesn't come down and play the flats, or if you're looking at this outside linebacker. But the numbers are cool here to run the ball, but they pull it, and right there you got curl basically. You got a flat here, and then just rips it right there, just off the back of this defender's head. Puts it right on his chest. Gets the ball in space right there on a 2nd and 6. Getting vertical. This play is a really good example of how Oregon kind of pushed around Washington's defense at times up front with their backs. They're in inside zone here out of 3-back set. Right there, you're going to base here. They're doubling their up. Double their up. He actually goes right here to the alley to see who it is. Take him to the A-gap or bending that thing backside. Staying away from this unblocked defender here. Anyway, getting downhill. Here's a great double team. Great double team is exactly what you want to see. You got 600 pounds of linemen on both these interior linemen. Your tight end is actually just walking up right here. Here's the split zone. This double team here doesn't get up on this linebacker. They're good with it though because you got this fullback here that's going to just walk up to that linebacker, gets a piece of him. This fullback's actually going to the flats here, so maybe that's some sort of an RPO. If they would have liked it, he squeezed a little bit, could have pulled it and thrown it out there to the edge. But right here, as you're looking at it, no A-gap's not open. So start bending that thing backside. There's your gap. And now he's getting vertical, makes contact on the 5-yard line with a linebacker, a safety's in there, backside safety's in there, and somehow he spins off of it. Everybody just keeps fighting there for Oregon. There's a corner that comes in, hits him. There's another dude rolling over the top. 20 just finds a way with sheer will and strength to get into the end zone right there. So amazing play there by 20 to be contacted at the 6-yard line. Spins off of it, takes another hit, just keeps driving his feet. Amazing job right there by 20. Just continue to fight, gets in the end zone. Huge play there for Oregon on inside zone out of a 3-back set. We started looking at the Oregon passing game, and Bo Nix was really good with his feet. Not always wide open as far as but he made a lot of plays, scrambling around, finding ways to make stuff work. Right here, they're running mesh. You got a wheel here. You got a couple guys meshing there. You got a basic or a dig here by the outside receiver. And typically, you're going to start your read if you're releasing the back to the read because you possibly be hot from that direction. Whereas the ball snap, you see the backs releasing, getting some guys flying over the top right here, taking it away. You could give it to him right now. That would be a pretty tight window. Probably not going to get just a ton as far as yards. And right here, you're looking down to the mesh next. This guy coming across. As you're seeing, there's a guy sitting right here in this flat. So get off of that. Find your dig. Here's your dig. Safety's inside leverage. Has that read up pretty good. So no space there for the dig. If this defender would have been square and he wins to that dig, there is a huge window right there that you'd be throwing that ball through, which is what Bo Nix is looking for. He sees that he gets collision, so now he starts getting out. As soon as he starts getting out, you see these guys, they're seeing the mesh right there. They're trying to outside leverage that. And as soon as he starts getting out, this tight end puts his foot in the ground, starts working back with the quarterback. And as he's working with the quarterback, you can see everybody else is locked up. These guys that were guarding that guy are beat by leverage now. Bo Nix does a great job keeping his eyes up. Find your tight end. Give it to him. Try not to lead him into all this other stuff. But right here, puts it on him. Great catch here. Not the most accurate ball, but right there extends. Know there's a good chance for that guy to come over and smoke him, which probably should have. But right there, good catch. Great play by Bo Nix, keeping the play alive and finding one of his big tight ends there for a touchdown. There's another look right here of Bo Nix just making a play. Looks like right here to me, it's an option route right here by the inside receiver. Tons of space there in the middle of the field, which would be good to exploit right there if you have time. Ford does a great job with his get off. He did that all day. Timing up the snap. Probably got to change up that tempo just a little bit. Hopefully you get him to jump off sides or something, or at least slow down. But here, Bo Nix feels it, steps up. Obviously, with this option route, he's going to buzz there, try to get to the middle of the field if he can, because there's tons of space there in the middle. Right there, Bo Nix is already out, though. If he would have been in the pocket, probably giving it to him here. 3, the only guy that can guard him starts flying down, so he works with the quarterback. And Bo Nix just flips it to him right there. Easy throwing catch. Almost optioned off of number 3 right there. After they had ran that option route working to the middle of the field, he just flips around, starts working back with the quarterback. Easy throwing catch. Gets the ball in space there at an empty. Really good job of both those guys just playing football there and playing fast. Or in this play, you're throwing a fade out here to the field from 1 hash all the way to the numbers against tight man coverage. Really don't recommend this from almost anybody, but Bo Nix fits this ball in here for a decent play on the goal line. But right here, you got a little bit of time to shake, sticks it, going out. There's a fade to the outside, could possibly throw a jump ball, but he absolutely rips that. Not a lot of space right here against man-to-man. You have to be extremely accurate, push that ball to the sideline. Great throw and catch, really tough throw. Just able to make the play there for 3, gets him out of bounds before he can lunge and get to the end zone. Pretty decent coverage there by 3. Good job getting him out of bounds as well. If you're looking to the backside, what they could have had, you got some sort of a drive concept. You got that guy running under, you got a dig here. And as you're looking at it, I would have told the quarterback, hey, this is really tight coverage, especially right here. Get off of it, find your progression. There's going to be the next guy on that under, could possibly give it to him. Chance to get into the end zone right there, at least get basically where we were right here after this extremely tough, dangerous throw that not many people can make, but Bo Nix did right there. Interesting call here from Oregon, getting the back out. They're faking a screen here, so you're faking 2 screens right here. This receiver right here is going vertical, trying to take a safety corner. This guy's acting like he's blocking, he's wheeling down the sideline right here. Quarterback catches the ball, he pumps it out here, trying to get these guys to play low, get the safety over the top, and this corner's chasing there as well. So right there, if you're looking at it, the number 3 receiver, he just stutters a little bit, goes wheel, corner's chasing, safety's off. So it opens up that whole shot. These guys playing low on those screens. Great anticipation, great throw. Don't push him down the field too far and let the safety get over the top of it and make a play. Puts it on his body at about 13, 14 yards. Great throw and anticipation here by Bo Nix. This is a huge play right here from Oregon. You're going 4 verticals right here. So these guys are running verticals. They look to the short side of the field. And what you're looking for is you're going seam, stays at too high. Look, this safety's staying on that seam. You got a vertical outside, probably got a chance to sit that thing down if this corner's playing way off. But right here, catches it, and as you're looking at it, gets to the top of his drop. Eyes started to the left. He knew that he was 2-on-1, or at the very least 2-on-2 if that corner's playing deep. And they went over the top as you're looking. Safety hung on this seam here. Corner stayed low for whatever reason with no flat threat. So great ball right here, running just inside the ticks. hits him right in stride. Safety's not able to get over and make the play. He'd hung on that seam a little bit too much. And this is one of those balls that's have to be extremely accurate on this one to get over the top of this corner, get it to the receiver before that safety breaks to it, and runs right through it. Great play right here by 11. Runs straight through the ball. Huge play there for Oregon on those 4 verticals. Catching that corner, playing just a little bit low and peeking. Gets over the top of him. Safety gets held with that seam. Unreal throw and catch. Great play right there for Oregon. Here's a look here of the early 2-point conversion. It looks like they got their kicker and everybody out here. You got a tight end right here running outside zone with the line, and they're actually slipping this guy right here who's eligible because you have 2 guys off the ball right here. So he slips right there behind everything. So outside zone, if it gets jumbled up, you have a chance just to pass it right there to that tight end. But right there likes it, is able to run the outside zone and get into the end zone right there. Easy 2-point conversion. Not sure what they saw. Probably saw Washington not quite lined up. So they snapped that ball. Good chance to either run it in, and then right there that tight end as well. Wide open there to the back of the end zone. He would have just popped it to him. That would have been a conversion there as well. So that's it for this video. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we can see another Oregon-Washington game in the Pac-12 Championship. It's an awesome game to watch. 2 of the better teams in the country. And if you got any value out of this video, please like and subscribe. Think about possibly getting some merch from offtheflipdesigns.com. We'll leave a link in the description and pin a comment for you. Make it easy to find. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.